This is Travel Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we present you with another incredible country. Today we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Bora Bora. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Aluxers. We're so happy to have you here with us for yet another video about exotic destinations. In this video, we're taking a flight to Bora Bora in search for some crystal clear waters and pristine beaches you will only find there. Located in French Polynesia in the South Pacific, the island, which is part of the Society Islands, is one of the most exotic places on Earth, surrounded by coral reefs, perfect white sandy beaches, and palm trees. With a small population of a little over 10,000 people, Bora Bora is highly visited by tourists and travelers every year. You've most probably heard about this travel destination from movies, celebrities and travel bloggers, and so on. All the pictures, the resorts, the activities, and the clear blue waters make you want to spend all of your money on this lavish destination for at least a week, because Bora Bora is indeed an Instagrammable island. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Grab your coconut water because you are watching 15 things you didn't know about Bora Bora. Number 1. Overwater bungalows in Bora Bora are just as luxurious as hotels. Bora Bora is by far one of the most exotic travel destinations in the world. Forget hotels and Airbnbs. There are other accommodations that offer breathtaking views, fine sand beaches, warm clear water, and fun activities to do all day long, but taken to the next level. One of the best experiences in Bora Bora is staying at an overwater bungalow, which are luxurious traditional villas sat over the water. You get your own private little villa with an outdoor shower, bedroom views of the ocean, and water slides that go directly into the ocean. What more could you ask for? These kinds of bungalows are very popular all over the island, and we can't imagine how beautiful it must be to live in one, at least for one night. And since most resorts have these little bungalows over the water, it's no wonder that more people go to Bora Bora just to enjoy them. Number 2. Bora Bora means firstborn in Tahitian. French Polynesia was first in fact discovered by the Portuguese and Spanish sailors circa 1606. 1 century later, British explorers arrived in the area too and founded a Protestant church that still stands tall to this day. The French were a little more aggressive with their approach and managed to take over the entire archipelago and claim it. The name of the island originates from the Tahitian language, and it used to be Pora Pora Mai Te Pora, meaning created by the gods. It was often shortened to Pora Pora by the locals, but some ended up pronouncing it Bola Bola, or more often Bora Bora, because the Tahitian dialects are so diverse. When European explorers arrived to the island, they thought the name was Bora Bora, and that's what they called it. Number 3. It is impossible to take a bad picture in Bora Bora. The internet can be a mischievous place. Pictures and descriptions can be exaggerated, and often bloggers are not very honest with their reviews if the trip was paid for or a part of a project. If you look up Bora Bora, you will only see great pictures, the Blue Lagoon, overwater bungalows, and amazing views. How come? Well, first, in Bora Bora, weather and light are your best friends. And second, there's almost no pollution, no office buildings, no street lights, so even at night, the sky and the atmosphere is clear. The white sand and crystal clear waters make up for such a beautiful scenery that even the worst photographer can take a good picture. However, as you can imagine, pictures just don't do it justice. Bora Bora is way better in person. Number 4. Bora Bora is the best place for beach weddings, honeymoons, or proposals. Bora Bora is great if you want to relax, swim in the Blue Lagoon, or go hiking, or just have a romantic getaway. The island offers you privacy and all the services you need to make the moment special, like a proposal. If you plan to get married here, then keep in mind you'll have to pay at least $8,000 per person, and let's not count the wedding dress, suit, accessories, shoes, or extra details. More resorts and hotels offer special wedding packages, but they don't count for half of the things you'll need, such as the wedding menu, videographer, or music. Number 5. The island's economy runs exclusively on tourism. Taking a closer look to the map, you'll see that Bora Bora has a weird shape. It's not your typical island shape. There's one part that looks like a fish that's surrounded by islands, and they form a lagoon in the middle of the island. The most important industry in Bora Bora is tourism and coconuts. Most locals work on resorts and hotels, restaurants and shops. There's also an airport on the island and boats if you want to visit other islands. Altogether, tourists, mostly Americans, spend over $335 million in Bora Bora each year, with a normal holiday costing over $11,000 on average. Bora Bora's GDP is $8,000 per capita, which is not bad for an island with almost 10,000 locals. Number 6. During World War II, the U.S. used the island as a supply base. World War II ended officially September 2, 1945, and although a lot of nations were involved, the battlefield was mostly based in Europe and some parts of Asia. Since the U.S. was an ally of France, they chose Bora Bora as one of their South Pacific supply bases. Throughout the island, the Americans installed an oil depot, airstrips, seaplane bases, and they set up caliber guns at a couple of strategic points throughout the island to protect it against potential military attacks, which thankfully never happened. There are actually still 7 of these cannons on the island, which are now some of the main attractions of the region. You can walk up to the gun points depending on your location, or ask your hotel's front desk assistant to help you with the transportation since there's no fee and they're available 24/7. Number 7. You can get hit or killed by a falling coconut. Like all French Polynesian islands, Bora Bora is very safe. Local people are very nice and welcoming toward tourists, and it seems like the whole island is designed to make you feel relaxed and loved. There are no cars and no thieves in this heavenly place. The only thing that can knock you down, besides too many cocktails or a sunbird, are coconuts falling from trees. Apparently, almost 150 people are killed by falling coconuts each year, according to the University of Florida. Bora Bora exports coconuts and coconut-based products, so they have plenty of coconut trees everywhere. You can safely enjoy coconut water on the beach, but be careful when you walk back to your resort, since some might fall from the trees and hit you right in the head. Number 8. It's complicated to exchange money, and they only accept Visa cards. Most people compare Bora Bora with heaven, paradise, and other great places for good reason. The island is all of those things and more, but since it's so far away, in the middle of the ocean, they do have some restrictions and rules most tourists don't know about until they get there. One of them is currency. Some countries accept dollars or euros, and a lot of credit cards, but not Bora Bora. They have their own currency, the French Pacific franc, and only 3 banks and 1 post office. You can't pay or withdraw money from any ATM, and if you don't have a Visa card, if you want to exchange your money, you have to have your original passport with you, and Western Union only works Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's best to do your research before you ruin your expensive holiday retreat. Number 9. There's no public transportation on the island. Bora Bora is a small island, only 30.55 square kilometers, and it lies in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, importing most things. With a population so small, it makes life very simple for the locals. They can survive with little, but not the tourists. For the little needs they have, they import them by plane or boat, from oil to fruits, vegetables, and other items they need and can't grow or produce on the island themselves. There's also no public transportation on the island, so tourists will need to rent motorcycles or cars if their accommodations don't help them get from one point to another. Most hotels will offer shuttles and transportation, even though not much is needed for such a small island. Number 10. Bora Bora One Villa is the most expensive accommodation on the island, starting at $56,000 per week. Accommodation is highly important when you go on holiday, no matter what kind of traveler you are. In Bora Bora, whatever you choose to go to, it'll somehow be luxurious and nice. Most resorts and hotels offer 4- or 5-star rooms, and the best of services with spas, gyms, and entertainment. One of the most expensive accommodations is the Bora Bora One Villa, starting from €56,000 per week. The private property offers exquisite services, a private beach, infinity pool, tropical garden, a private chef, and 5-bedroom suites with the most beautiful designs. If you're a hotel kind of person, then the Four Seasons is the best choice for you, but be ready to pay $1,131 per night. And since we're talking about expensive hotels and resorts, we've covered that subject entirely on our channel in the video The Top 10 Most Expensive Hotels in the World. You can check it out by clicking in the top right corner. Number 11. Some resorts will let you fish for your supper. If you haven't figured it out already, Bora Bora is quite expensive, and on top of that, they don't have a lot of restaurants. The most famous one, Bloody Mary's restaurant, which is a typical American restaurant, will cost you at least $60 to $80 per person for dinner. If you don't want to go there, there's something even more interesting for you: fishing. That's right, you can fish in Bora Bora for your supper. Some resorts will even provide you with all the tools you need for this activity, and then they'll also make sure to cook your catch and serve it in the most lavish way possible. We bet it tastes just like sweet success. Number 12. Everything is really expensive in Bora Bora. Some people like to travel on a budget, some in groups, and some in the most luxurious way possible. If you want to visit Bora Bora, then you have to save at least $10,000 for your dreamy holiday. Bora Bora, as well as other tropical islands, have a tendency to offer top-notch 5-star services, making everything a little bit expensive. Accommodation starts at $1,000 per night, a dinner for two around $120, a massage from $250, and a yoga session from $120. Let's not count your plane ticket and other activities such as snorkeling, paddleboarding, or fancy cocktails, which are only $30 each. Not a budget-friendly destination, that is for sure. Number 13. You can swim with stingrays and sharks. Since you're most probably traveling around the world to get to Bora Bora, resorts will typically go the extra mile to make you feel and experience unique things. They'll cook exotic dishes, crazy cocktails, and provide fun activities so you never get bored of the sun, sand, and ocean. But how could you? One of the craziest and most fun activities is swimming with sharks and stingrays. There are over 500 species of sea life living in the waters there, so any kind of snorkeling would be fun, especially when you get up close and personal to sharks and stingrays. You can observe these amazing creatures in the crystal clear waters up close, being fed, and make everlasting memories. The activity is 100% safe, and the price ranges from $80 to $100 per person, depending if you book directly through your resort or not. Number 14. You can buy black pearls in Bora Bora. Bora Bora doesn't have too much wildlife, but sea life, flowers, lava stones, and black pearls. These precious pearls are exclusive to the region, and the only ones that are naturally black aside from being extremely rare. One black pearl can cost around $10,000 each, so if you see a cheaper version, they're not true or probably of poor quality. There are, however, a few special shops where you can buy authentic black pearls. Usually the color, shape, and price is what gives it away. Number 15. There aren't any poisonous spiders or snakes on the island. Even though Bora Bora is a tropical island, you'll see it's actually quite different than most islands you've been on. The whole archipelago was formed after a volcanic eruption, making Bora Bora also reminiscent of an extinct volcano, but it doesn't have black sand beaches. Unlike Southeast Asia, New Zealand, or the Caribbean, Bora Bora is extremely safe. There are no venomous snakes on the island, no deadly spiders. The water is clear so you can see the fish. There's no crime rate, no terrorists, just smiling faces and heavenly places. Bora Bora is probably even safer than your own hometown. And that was it for today, Aluxers. We'd like to know, what kind of traveler are you? Oh, and one more thing. Since you stuck with us all the way to the end, for being a true Aluxer, of course you get a bonus fact. Number 16. The way you put your flowers on your head will show your relationship status. Of course, they greet people with flowers and often gift them wreaths of flowers, and women will also use them to show their relationship status. When they are tucked behind the left ear, it means the wearer is taken. When it's worn behind the right ear, it means the wearer is available. And when it's waved behind the head, it means follow me. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.